what they look like before they get...
Interesting. No seats, you know? It doesn't even... It looks like a coach on the outside, but not on the inside.
Well, you figure it'll look like the one... the actual coach on this side is $49.70. This one's going to have a small bar in it. Instead of that one has 78 seats, this one's going to have 60 seats. A big bathroom. They're going to serve a little bit of snacks and stuff that you'll be able to go up and get them, and they'll have a full bar.
Wow.
But this will be considered a first-class car, and that one over there is considered a coach. Oh, you can tell you ain't going nowhere yet till the engine starts up.
I see.
And that got to run 15-20 minutes because they got to build up air pressure. They have to check.
Yeah, check all the brakes.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, that's
pretty interesting.
Well, it's
All right, here we go. Such a great railroad with such a beautiful engine. Have a good trip. I've been loving trains since I was a little kid. Crossing.
the Colebrookdale Railroad's history emanates from this very siding. These are the buildings of the former Pine Iron Works, which once manufactured boiler plate for steam locomotives. As such, this siding used to be filled with rail cars heavily laden with iron. You may have noticed there is an almost continual grade downhill from Boyertown to Pottstown. Well, on August 29, 1929, a middle-aged man and younger trainee were manually setting the handbrakes on a gondola car filled with about 40 tons of pig iron at this location. Part of the load had damaged the handbrake, leaving the car without the ability to stop. The problem of having no handbrake and no ability to stop took on a particular significance when the coupler disengaged and the car slowly coasted backwards down the steep grade at Pine Forge. The two men were stuck on the car. Almost immediately, the car was reported to the Boyertown station telegrapher, who forwarded the message ahead. The line was cleared all the way to Pottstown, but by the time the gondola arrived in Pottstown, it was traveling approximately 60 miles an hour, with the two men still clinging desperately to the sides. The car was switched onto the main line towards Philadelphia. At the Colebrookdale interchange, Granted, the car began slowing down until it came to a halt in Sanatoga, many miles from Pine Forge. Legend also has it that that day was the last day on the railroad for the older gentleman who gave up his life on the rails for a life of truck driving the rest of his career. In just a moment, we'll be traveling over a graceful stone arch bridge and an iron trestle bridge which carries us over the Manatani Creek, making its way from the north. Pine Forge marks the confluence of the Manatani and Ironstone Creeks. From here, the two flow together until they meet the Schuylkill River in Pottstown. Translated, Manatani means place where we gather together to drink alcohol. So if even the Native Americans thought this, who are we to argue? If you like the work we're doing here to revive the secret valley, to rebuild our historic cars and locomotives, and to boost our local economies, we encourage you to join us as a member, as a volunteer, or as a sponsor. You can sponsor anything from a passenger coach seat to a station tree. You can find out more at colebrookdalerailroad.com or by talking to any member of the train crew. Our success depends entirely upon your support. through the trees out the right-hand side of our train, we'll shortly pass by one of the many grist mills that were once powered by the fast-flowing Ironstone Creek and served by the Colebrookdale Railroad. These beautiful buildings typify the unique vernacular architecture that is typically colonial Pennsylvania construction and characteristic of the Secret Valley. Also off to the right-hand side of our train is a beautiful old brownstone house that, according to legend, served as George Washington's residence during his many visits to the Secret Valley. His purpose, unlike ours, was not one for sightseeing, but rather to encourage the ironmasters here to ramp up their production of iron for the Continental Army.
Hey, look, that's one of the alarms for the Limerick power plant. Second time I've seen a siren on a railway. It's pretty nice.
In just a moment or two, we'll be passing over one of the Colebrookdale's two tall timber trestles. Trestles like these were once hallmarks of early engineering railroads. But most railroads replaced them in favor of less maintenance and sensitive structures. We do still have two among the oldest and tallest anywhere in the United States. Ironstone Park, off to our right, is one of 4 municipal parks connected by the Colebrookdale. We're working with our municipal partners to plan and raise funds to provide access to these parks, both by train and by a hiking trail, which we are looking to build between Pottstown and Boyertown. We look to offer an expedition to the Secret Valley by train, by hiking, or by canoeing, rafting, and kayaking. We also hope to offer fishing opportunities and camping opportunities, both traditional tent camping and caboose camping. This is all part of our plan for the Secret Valley Scenic, Recreational, and Heritage Corridor.
I sure hope it goes well.
We're now preparing to enter into another remarkable bit of engineering. We're not quite so proud of this one, but it does have a noteworthy history. This area is known as the kink. The kink was once a graceful curve overlooking Ironstone Park. However, many years ago, a train traveling just a little too fast jumped the track here and went off this steep embankment to the right.
Ouch.
Rather than stop traffic on the Colebrookdale altogether, the resourceful railroad merely pushed back the track off to the left, allowing trains to pass by the wreck, but turning the once graceful curve into an awful kink. You'll know when we're in that kink because you'll hear the sound of steel wheels grinding against steel track and squealing and squealing.
Careful if he falls off. And that's why we have to go so slow.
Are you trying to take a picture of that lake?
Yeah, just a little bit of video footage.
Or video?
Yeah. There we go. There's the squealing. It's even worse with three-wheeled cars. see how we changed. Ah. That was another one now. That was Barry the Bee. Let's see how we changed.
Dancing with the stars. There you go. Oh, beautiful. Look.
A lot more cars.
Oh, you're doing a lift.
Oh, there's number 9 again. Beauty.